Today on Love My Body, Love Myself, we're going to be talking about 21 tips to look and feel younger. So stick around. Hey, 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 it's Alicia Couri here, the host of Love My Body, Love Myself, and welcome to the show today. Today is going to be a very different type of show because it's just me. You just got me today. But what's great is I never really told my story, why this show is what it is, why I came up with this, or why, not that I came up with it, but why this was deposited into me to do this show. So I'm going to touch on that a little bit. And then, you know what? I never talked about what's in this book. Oops, sorry. There we go. Age with Audacious Confidence, 21 plus tips to look and feel younger. So I wrote this about 5 years ago. And I wrote this book because people kept asking me how I look so young. So my birth month is coming around. You know, when this airs, my birthday will be next month, which is in May. And so at the time, I was in my late 40s and people kept asking me about that. And so I thought, I'll just write it in a book. And so they're very simple tips. And I wanted to keep the book very simple to read. I mean, you can read this in a couple hours to grab all the tips and tools that you need. It's not a heavy lift. And I wanted it to be that way because so many times we try to pick up books to read, and halfway through, either we don't have the time to finish or something else happens. But I wanted to give you an easy option just to breeze through this and be able to pick up the tips, because while they're simple, there's some research behind it and they are profound. I didn't include a lot of the research in it because, again, I didn't want it to get too heavy. But there's some stories in there and I'm going to try to get through all these 21 tips in 30 minutes. So wish me luck with that, because you know I can talk. So first of all, I want to welcome those of you who are watching, who are here with me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitch, and on YouTube. Thank you for joining us today as we dive into these aging with audacious confidence tips. So it's not about so much about anti-aging, because there are tips, yes, to talk about skincare and things that physically for your body to help your body look younger, feel younger, but also there's emotional and mental. I try to mix those two words together. There's a mental component and an emotional component to staying young. And so far in this show, we haven't really talked much about anti-aging, because it's not so much about anti-aging. It's about being who you are and loving and appreciating the body that you're in right now in this moment. And so 3 years ago, oh my gosh, time is flying. When I was turning, no, you're right, a year ago, when I was turning 52. So I'll be 53 next month. So a year ago, when I was turning 52, I did a photo shoot with one of my really good friends, a photographer, Cece. Shout out to Cece, the photographer. She's awesome. She's also a TEDx speaker. So I did a photo shoot with Cece, and I wanted to capture my body the way it was at that time, because, again, we're not getting any younger. We are aging. And I wanted to capture what my body looked like at that age at 52. So we took some photos of that. And I started to grow a deeper appreciation for the body that I have. I had never really had that kind of appreciation for it before. And so I just started writing things across my body. You know, I pulled it up on Instagram. I pulled the photo up on Instagram and I started writing these little captions all over my body. And they were saying things in gratitude. You know, this body, what this body has done for me in the last 52 years. You know, I've had three healthy children. It helped me carry three healthy children. Yes, I may have been really ill during my pregnancies, but boy, those children were healthy, they were strong. It sustained my life, it sustained life in itself. It allowed me to nurse these children, to breastfeed these children for multiple years. It allowed me, it afforded me so many things. And I wanted to start being grateful and appreciative instead of how I have had been in the past towards my body, which was more critical, criticizing, and looking at it sometimes even with disgust. I hate to say that, but yeah, sometimes even looking at my body in disgust or like ugh. you know, you know how we get. You look at it, it's like ugh, and so I. A friend told me that I should start a campaign about this because it's all really about this love for your body, this body that's sustaining you, and appreciation for it and gratitude for it in a way that we don't always look at it. And that's part of why I wanted to do the show. And also to love ourselves, to develop self-love, to develop how do we care and nurture the inside of us, who we are, our spirit, our soul, our bodies. And then, you know, what do we do to take care of those things? What do we do to really love on ourselves in a very, very, um, in deep gratitude and appreciation. So that's how this show was, the genesis of this show and why it was birthed. And I've had amazing guests come on, and I'm looking forward to some more amazing guests, not just experts to talk about certain things like health and nutrition. If you care to do plastic surgery or any kind of procedures, had experts to talk about that, but also people who gave their stories, their intimate stories about things that happened to them and how they were able to make that shift to not live in that space of shame or regret or guilt or hurt and pain, but have been able to walk a path of not just forgiveness of others, but also forgiveness of self, and learn to really love on themselves again. And so today's show, I wanted to share some tips from this book, Age with Audacious Confidence. And if you feel so inclined, the link is in. We'll drop the link in the chat in the comments, and you can go on to Amazon if you're so inclined and get a copy for yourself. And remember, it's written in very simple terms so that you know you can breeze through it, but don't miss, because of its simplicity. I'm saying this again, don't miss the depth in uh, in the tips, the revelation that's in the tips. It's written simply, but there's a lot of depth in it. And so the first tip, drum roll. Oh, before I do that, I do want to encourage you to go join our group, join our Facebook group. It's facebook.com/group/LMBLM. Leave a comment if any of this content is speaking to you, if it benefits you in any way, or if you just want to share something, please leave a comment. And I think that, yeah, that's it. So we're diving into tip number one. So tip number one, I say in my introduction that this process has been a cumulative effect. So it's not like it's something you're going to start today and see results. There are a few things here, like some of the makeup tips and stuff, but it's not like some of these things you're going to start today and it's going to miraculously change your life tomorrow. And that's been the benefit of doing some of these things for myself, is the cumulative effect. So the first tip is watch your thoughts and your words, because, you know, um, I believe, part of my spiritual belief is how much power words have. You know, God says that our words, they are spirit and they are life. So every word that we speak is life. It's life giving. It's because it's part of our breath, and the breath is life. And so the words that we use uh, can build us up or it can tear us down. So we have to be very careful about the words that we speak to ourselves, about ourselves, to our bodies, and about our bodies, because our cells actually hear what is being said. There's a vibration that is in our tissue that responds to thoughts and words, especially physical words, when we actually say the words. So be very careful how you speak to yourself and the words that you say, because someone's listening and that's you. So be very careful. Watch your thoughts and your words. One of my favorite scriptures that I mentioned here at the top of the book is Psalm 103, 1-7. And part of it says, he satisfies my mouth with good things so that my youth is renewed like the eagle. And so I still say that, but I used to say it more often, that my youth is renewed like the eagle, that he satisfies my mouth with good things. And satisfying your mouth with good things, it also means the words that you're speaking, make sure that they're edifying, that they're good, and they encourage you and they uplift you and they promote good health. You know, I had a pastor, he's passed away now, but he used to say that we need to have an organ recital. We need to speak to our organs and let your organs in your body know how to function properly. And so when you speak to yourself, speak to your organs, speak to your body, speak to your skin, your lip, speak to yourself and command it to function the way it's meant to function. So tip number two is really simply, it's just mix it up. Don't stick yourself into one way of doing things all the time. Dr. Carolyn Leaf, she's a neuroscientist, and she talks about building new neural pathways into the brain. And you do that by doing things differently. You may have a particular habit that is beneficial to you, but maybe you can start doing things a little differently within that habit. Like our habit of brushing our teeth. You know how you mix that up? If you're right-handed, brush your teeth with your left hand every now and then, just to bring awareness, just to bring mindfulness, because you do it more carefully when you're not doing it routinely. So break things up a little bit, mix things up. And what that does is it keeps your brain, it keeps your mind agile, because it's developing these new neural pathways as a way of doing things. And an agile mind is a youthful mind. So do things differently every now and then to break the monotony of how you're thinking and how you're doing things. Tip number 3, remembering your youth. Today I was at church today, and this little girl, one wanted to play patty cake with the other girl, and the slightly older girl said, "Oh, that's a baby's game. I don't play that anymore. That's for babies." And I looked at her and I said, "Oh, I love patty cake. I don't think oh, she said, I'm too old for patty cake. I'm too old for that. That's for babies. And I said, oh, I hope I never grow out of playing patty cake. I hope I'm not too old to ever play patty cake. Sometimes we have this mindset that we're too old to do something. We're too old. We've grown too old. Well, you know, that's all perception, because I don't think I'm too old to do a lot of things. Physically, my body might say, wait a second, hold up, wait a minute. But then that's a question too. There are certain things that you can just continue to train your body into, bring it along carefully and train it into certain things. Yeah, I can't, probably I can't be, a gymnast anymore. I can't go doing flying gymnastics routines, but I can probably still bend and stretch, and do things that some people think, oh, you're in your 50s, you're too old to do that. I don't think so. Like strapping on some rollerblades and going skating. You're not too old to do that. Jumping on your bike and riding around the place. You're not too old to do that. So don't limit yourself by thinking that I'm too old to ... Now, that comes to fashion as well. There is a style, and I'm going to talk about style and fashion, but there's a style that you may have outgrown and you just have to modify, but not necessarily that you're too old for. It's just that you need to modify how you're presenting it in order to wear it. Listen, I've been talking. I'm going to take a quick break right here, and I'm going to come back with some more of these tips.
Tahir Johnson is working on national initiatives that benefit minority communities impacted by the criminalization of medicinal herbs. Join a live virtual forum on April 28th at noon to hear what's being done to advance social equity and racial justice in the multi-billion-dollar industry. Click the link below to join the conversation.
The Love My Body, Love Myself show is sponsored by Alicia Couri, Inc. and produced by Red Carpet CEO. Alicia Couri, Inc. specializes in developing audaciously proactive leaders and teams using brain science and people data to get results. Visit our website, aliciacouri.com, for more information. The show is produced by Red Carpet CEO. If you'd like a copy of Age with Audacious Confidence, visit our link tree at linktr.ee/acouri. Let's get back to the show. Hello, and welcome back to the show. I am Alicia Couri, your host for Love My Body, Love Myself. And today we're talking 21 tips to look and feel younger. I don't know if I'm going to get through all 21. I'm only on tip number 4, but we got like 10 minutes left. So I wanted to jump right into tip number 4, which is becoming more of who you were created to be. And Sir Richard Branson says, there's no greater thing you can do with your life and your work than follow your passions in a way that serves the world and serves you. And so finding out what your passions are, finding out what you're here to do, what your purpose is, that's one of the tips in my 7 secrets to audacious confidence that you can get if you go to audaciousconfidence.com. You can get the 7 secrets to audacious confidence. And tip number 2 is finding your passion, your purpose. And so when you do that, you can become more of who you are. And there are a couple other things about knowing yourself that I talk about, which is like taking some assessments on yourself. So the Colby assessment is one of those that can really help unlock a lot of things for you and a lot of strengths. And also there are some others, predictive index, Myers-Briggs, strength finders. There's a lot of other assessments out there, motivational maps that you can take to understand yourself and your motivations and how you do what you do. And so when you do those things, it really helps you solidify what your unique strengths are, find your superpowers, find your gifts, and be able to operate more in those things. And not only does it boost your confidence, but it also makes you younger because you're operating in the thing that you're meant to do. Sometimes when you look at Richard Branson, who left that quote, when you see him accomplishing some crazy thing that he's thought up, he's like a kid jumping around, running around. He's just enjoying himself and being excited. It doesn't matter his age. And so that's one of those things that can help you feel younger. Tip number 5 is good posture and aging. When you have good posture, it helps promote good, it helps promote looking younger, because when you hunch over, you tend to look older. So having really good posture helps you hold yourself up and look and feel younger. You're getting more oxygen into your lungs when you can stand up straight and tall. But I'm going to start going through these tips a lot faster instead of explaining them, because clearly I can explain away everything here. But leave comments if any of these are speaking to you, or you think, yeah, I need to do this more, I'm not doing this enough. So leave a comment below. Number 6, your teeth. When you see people with really nice teeth, they look a lot younger than they are. When you don't take care of your teeth, and or you're not able to if something falls out and you're not able to fill in those gaps, you can look older. It can age you. So taking good care of your teeth is one of those tips that can really help you look younger, but not just look younger, because there is a link between oral health, good oral health, and your physical health. If you don't have good oral health, good oral hygiene, chances are there are other physical ailments happening in your body. So it kind of goes beyond just aesthetics into your actual health. So take good care of your teeth. And an adjunct tip to that, which is tip number 7, is your smile. Young people smile big. When you get older, they tend to not smile much, or don't, or smile very, very subtle smiles. But when you have a nice big smile, that is youthful. So again, that might seem a little something that might not seem like a big deal, but a wide smile, especially in photos, it's been proven that when subjects are smiling wide in photos, their age is usually around 5 years younger than their normal age. They've actually proven this, that people guess your age younger when you have a wider smile. So look at that. Yeah. Now, tip number 8 is to laugh. Laughing out loud, laughing a lot helps not just the endorphins, your what is that other hormone? It really helps. It gives you a lot of health benefits. Laughing. Why can't I think of that hormone? It's endorphins, and there's another one, the happy hormone, that it releases, serotonin. It releases serotonin, it releases endorphins. It those are things that also operate in the body to create more a better health for yourself. So when you smile, when you laugh out loud, it really does the body good. So laughing out loud is another one of those really simple tips, but it's profound because it works with blood circulation, oxygen to the brain, reduces stress. It helps build your abdominal muscles and aid in digestion. Did you know that? Um, it helps the left and right brain synchronize. Didn't know that. Lowers blood pressure. It boosts the immune system. Long-term memory. Oh my goodness. There's so many different, it reduces pain. So many different benefits to laughing out loud. Number 9, staying out of the sun. Like not being a sun worshiper. Not being a sun worshiper allows you to, sometimes you can be out there, but not, don't sit directly in the sun for too long till the point where you get sunburned, because your skin is very delicate. And when you keep burning that skin, you're destroying the deeper layers of your skin. And so you'll get wrinkles a lot sooner, and you'll get age spots. There are a lot of damaging effects that the sun will do to your skin that you don't see early on, but 10, 15, 20 years later, you start seeing the effects of being out in the sun for prolonged periods of time. So be careful how much sun you're exposing yourself to when you're younger, and when you're older, even more so, because that skin becomes thinner and more prone to being damaged by the sun. Having a good skincare routine, that is important. There's so many people who do not take good care of their skin. Men in particular, you do not take care of your skin. Have a good skincare routine, which includes exfoliation. It includes moisturizing. You have to moisturize your skin. It includes putting some form of sun protection on your skin. Taking care of your skin helps, and staying away from the sun is vital as you age, to help the elasticity of your skin, to help the collagen production of your skin, that you're not destroying those cells too early and damaging those cells, so that you can continue to look younger as you continue to age. Tip number 11, some form of exercise. You need to do some form of exercise for your body. I choose to run for my life, really. I choose to run almost every day. And it's not a like marathon. I'm not running a marathon. I am running as fast as I can for up to 7 minutes. And what that does is it helps speed up my metabolism. It helps that sprint. It helps with my blood circulation. It helps in many, many areas. But you don't necessarily have to sprint. You don't have to run. Find something that challenges you physically without hurting yourself, but find something that really challenges you physically that you can be sustainable with. For me, it was running. And there are so many different ways that helps for boosting your metabolism. So, finding ways to boost your metabolism as well. You know, there are foods that you can eat to help boost your metabolism. Intermittent fasting is another way to reset and boost your metabolism. So, if you are if you find that your metabolism is slowing down, you can get some tips from the book about how you can boost your metabolism. Number 13, finding the right clothes for your body type, understanding your horizontal and vertical body type so that you can dress that body type better. When you dress, when things fit you well and you dress well, that can knock 10, 15 years off your life. Trust me. You put the right thing on your body and you look like $1,000,000. Number 14, foods and supplements that help build and improve your collagen and elastin. So, just a couple foods rich in fatty acids like fish, omega-3 acids, tuna and salmon, red vegetables, dark leafy green vegetables, beets, orange vegetables, berries, and citrus, high protein foods. Those are just some of the things that can help with boosting your collagen. So consider adding those more to your diet. Number 15, you know what can help you look younger and feel younger? A good haircut and hair color. A good cut and color can definitely help you look younger and feel younger. And it doesn't necessarily mean that if you're gray, you have to color all your hair a different color to look younger. You can be gray and have an amazing haircut and look phenomenal and still look younger with gray hair, because you know what? The trend now is for young people to have gray hair. So it's not aging to have gray hair anymore. As long as that hair is shiny, it's healthy, it's bouncy, go gray. Yay, go gray. Number 16, taking care of certain parts of your body. All right, we know the face, but what about the neck, the chest, the hands, and the feet? And elbows. Oh my goodness, elbows. When you take good care of your hands and your elbows and your neck and your chest and your feet, because that's one sign that people look at and they can see your age in your hands, your neck, your chest, and your feet, and those elbows. So moisturize, exfoliate, like I said before, those help a lot. Tip number 17, using effective makeup techniques. So knowing how to use makeup to help you help conceal the right way is very important, because sometimes we may not know how to use makeup correctly. And that's not something I can go into on this tip here, but it's really important that you learn how to use makeup techniques to minimize things that you need minimized and accentuate the things that you need accentuated. Tip number 18, avoid alcohol. Avoid alcohol. Alcohol dehydrates the skin. It makes the walls of the blood vessels, it makes it less pliable, because it does dry out your body. So be careful about how much alcohol you consume. Now, smoking is a definite no-no, because smoking, not only will it ruin your teeth, your lips, your mouth, but it also dehydrates your skin, especially around the face. So you want to avoid smoking, and not to mention the damage it does to the inside of your body and your lungs. Drinking lots and lots of water. I'm talking here and I'm looking at my water over here because I would like a sip. But drinking lots and lots and lots of water. Keep yourself hydrated. Keep your skin hydrated. That's not a groundbreaking tip, but it definitely, a lot of people say they're drinking liquid throughout the day, but it's not liquids, it's water. Your body is made up of water. You need to replenish that water. There are so many things that we drink that's not water, that's actually acting as a diuretic and not a hydrator. Love yourself. That is tip 21. Oh, I got through all the 21 tips. Love yourself. Loving yourself is, again, one of those emotional tips that help you look younger, because when you love yourself and you do the right things for yourself, there's happiness and there's this energy that emanates out of you that people find attractive and infectious. And so that's why that's the final tip: learning to love yourself. And that is a great way to close out this show, which is called Love Your Body, Love Yourself, because that will always make you a better you. So I just want to give one other quick shout out to our sponsor, which is FAMU Mary. So hold 1 second for this final tip, and then I'll close out the show.
FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
That is it for this show on Love My Body, Love Myself. Thank you so much for joining me. I truly, truly appreciate you being here today. And if you have any questions or any tips, or you'd like to visit the book is on Amazon. If you'd like to visit Amazon.com, or you can go to linktr.ee /A Couri, and the link to the book is there. So you can check that out. And the link is in the comments below as well, if you'd like to check out that book. The link is also in the comments for FAMU Mary's April Forum, which is on the 28th. So don't forget to go check that out as well. Until next time, I am signing off, saying to do something for yourself, to prove to yourself that you love your body and love yourself this week. I'll see you next time. Bye.